If you're looking to pick up some extra yardage off the tee, I have for you a really cool exercise that's going to help you fire your body quicker. Make sure you check out this video and learn how. So today's video is all going to be about generating more speed, and this is relevant with irons as well as woods, but I'm obviously going to be looking at today generating more speed with the drivers. This is normally the go-to club when we're talking about extra speed, extra distance. Now I want to jump straight into the exercise I demonstrated at the start. I'm a little bit out of breath having done that drill and hit that shot, and I was very happy with that. As a good jump off point, I got a clubhead speed there of 107 miles an hour, a ball speed of 149. So it wasn't a perfect strike. I really should have got a higher ball speed out of it, considering the amount of effort I put into it, but it was still pretty good distance for me. I carried it 260 to hit it 290. Today, as I said, challenge myself. I'm going to look at how much I can get out of it. So the exercise I was doing there was just folding up a towel, a relatively short golf towel, popping it under my lead arm, and it will drape then over my lead arm. And I was just crossing my arms across my chest, and I was just trying to get this towel to fire quicker on the way through. So making a backswing. It's almost trying to feel my lead shoulder work down underneath my chin, so I'm coiled up in the backswing. And I'm really trying to slap my back with this towel. If I did it on pure rotation, it's going to hit me more in about the middle of my back here. So my lead shoulder, and this is the feel that we're going to take, or I took to that driver swing, is that our lead shoulder is going to be moving up and behind me, and we're trying to get our body to rotate quicker, to fire quicker. Because if we want to generate more speed, guess what? We've got to generate more body speed. We've got to use those forces better. So I want to use some rotational forces, so turning, twisting, and I also want some upward force. We call it the vertical forces in the golf swing. So in reality, in the downswing, there should be a push down into the ground here, and then the upward movement would mean that the towel is going to actually be slapping me almost at the back of the shoulder here. So I'm really trying to fire my body quicker. And you could do this with a stretch band, TheraBand. It doesn't really matter. If it is something a little bit longer, it's a little bit harder to get you to slap yourself. But the feel, is exactly the same. So as I said, under my lead armpit, draped over my arm here, and just trying to make a backswing and then fire my body. And the feel for me is going to be my lead shoulder moving up and behind me. Now, you could focus on the lead hip moving exactly the same way, up and behind you, the lead leg extending here. But I'm trying to create some better rotational forces or quicker rotational forces, and that upward force, that vertical force as well. Get my body firing quicker, I can develop and generate more speed. So this is just a really cool, amazing exercise you could do in the living room while watching a bit of TV to get you firing your body quicker. Maybe something then to take to the driving range and do some before you hit some shots, kind of back and forth. So rather than just doing what I see golfers do day in, day out and just hit, actually break your practice sessions up and do some physical drills. So again, a couple more of these. And I'm really working hard to slap myself. Now, that hopefully would look like my left leg is starting to straighten into impact. My lead hip is moving behind me out the way. My lead shoulder is moving up. My chest is extending. A lot of golfers are worried about, I think, moving up, extending, but there has to be. We can't stay down here. We've got to allow that body to rotate and rise, and that is really my sensation. So let's do some, again, I'm out of breath. Let's do some, just focusing on that lead shoulder, up and behind me. Let's rotate a little quicker. And don't worry about the balance when you're working like I did there, a little bit out of balance, when you're trying to work on some speed training exercises. It might be that you're trying on the range to find out where 100% is, but you feel like you need to rein that back to 80, 85% on the golf course. That's fine. but see where you get the best results. So I'd actually try some full, I'd then bring it down a little bit. Just see, does my dispersion get better? Does my grouping, which speed am I best at? I've set myself, I should have gone for a slow one at the start. I've set myself quite a hard target for me to beat that 107 mile an hour clubhead speed mark, because I've never really got above, I think, 111. Okay, so I'm quite close to my max here. A comfort one for me, I would say, on the course is about 105 miles an hour. And if I strike it well, I can get the ball traveling about 155. I'm still going to complete my backswing, but I'm thinking about firing my body better on the way through. And I'm not going to worry too much about direction. It wasn't far off, it was just a little right. But I'm really going to be looking at clubhead speed. Now, if you haven't got that measurement, if you can go to a driving range that it's measuring the golf ball, then I would use golf ball as an indication. If not, you're going to have to look at where the ball's pitching, the carry distance itself. 108. That felt like a lot of effort for 1 mile an hour more. As I said, I should have started slower, but we're going up. I got 108 club speed, a 150 ball speed. It was a little shorter than my last one, but only because of the shot shape. The previous one I hit that draw to, had a little less spin. That one was moving more out to the right of the target. My path was okay, so I guess I just left the face a little open there and lost me a touch of distance. But again, when we're working to start with, don't worry as much about the direction. Let's generate the speed. Great thing to do in the winter. Really tried to feel, that was a better direction. And longer. A lot longer, actually. What I really tried to get the sensation of there, I'm learning here as I go, is I really tried to feel a lot of extension, like my body was moving up a lot quicker. And you should feel a little bit out of breath when you're doing some of these speed training exercises. So I got, it's going to come up now. Oh, 108 again. I swear that was quicker. It was a longer shot. 108 club speed, 150 ball speed. I carried that 272. So that's 12 yards longer than my first shot. I guess it was just a little bit more efficient. Felt great. You know, I'm doing a lot of things I need to do to maximize my distance there. I hit up on the ball, I swung in to out, I got a high launch, a low spin. You know, that's what we're really looking for to maximize our distance. I'm going to hit one last one. I'm not sure I can beat that 108, but I'm going to give it a go. Not as good on the direction, but you can see not miles offline. Not as long as my previous one, but I wonder whether it was a little quicker. I hope so. I feel like I'm putting a lot into it. But as I said, these clubhead speeds are pretty good for me. And I was quite close to my max to start with anyway. So you might find that you've got a bigger gain. Oh yes, 109. So I've gone from 107 to 108 to 109. That was my quickest ball speed as well as 155. So I'm starting to generate a little bit more speed by working on that rotation. The towel exercise is amazing. I have put some links in this video that I think are relevant as well when we're talking about gaining speed. Here I'm just going to discuss the movement on the way through, but if you check out the other videos that I've put links to where I've discussed creating a bigger coil in the backswing, using the ground a little bit better on the downswing, they could also help you unlock some of those distance keys. If you had enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up, share it with as many golfers as you can, and don't forget to subscribe. Right now, YouTube are suggesting the next video of mine that's relevant for you is just here, so I'd encourage you to click on it and check it out.